From development hell to money-absorbing engines, these games never really got around to reaching its full potential. Hi and welcome to Realiti Virtualski. Before we begin, we release videos on YouTube.
Damn it, no, I can't do this. Hey there, and today we're gonna talk about 5 games that totally screwed us over. No. Hello there, you caught me here playing No. But no. Why not?
No.
But think about it.
No.
Annoying, isn't it? When game developers or game studios just ruin a game by changing it completely, or just by greed ruin everything that you saw and wanted to play. You know, this shit happens a lot more, but fuck it, here are my 5 games that totally stole my money and ruined my game experience. The money I worked with, my hands and mind, I got it.
At first we have Age of Conan. They had a great idea. Funcom developed an MMO that was there to fight against World of Warcraft with the idea of going in the world of Conan. It had everything, the great catchphrase which was heads will be rolling, drunken brawling, amazing graphics, music,
and a boob slider.
The game was massively popular. You started out as a slave, you got to level up on an island where you got to learn the game, then you got free into the real world of Conan, you could meet Conan through a set of quests, the land was huge, there were lots of IDs, you had a guild hall, you could expand the guild hall with your guild and build up, you had to defend it from raiders, you could even expand your ID as a character into so much more than just a character. But the game itself was false. It had the basic MMO IDs, but back in the day when you were fighting against WoW, you needed to be something a lot more. And they promised it and they didn't give it. They did not deliver anything. You didn't have the brawling, you didn't have any real cool PvP going on in the beginning. And we had to wait way too long, which gave it time to die out. It's a cool game in the end, but it's just another big MMO. You start out as a man, a woman, or an Apache helicopter going out in the world with a sword or whatever to kill everything. And have no drunken brawling.
Well, we did get the boob slider, and now in Conan Exiles we got like the penis physics.
Of course, when we talk about false advertising, we have to bring up the bane of Stefan's gaming career, No Man's Skies, or as Stefan calls it. Yes. Well, the game simply asked too much from you, because after 2 hours time you still didn't get to see everything they promised and it started becoming very repetitive what such games bring you. So people were expecting so much more than they actually were getting. I mean, it's just the same like you had in sport. You know that feeling when you get into sport, you start out as like a cool little small organism just walking around, dominating the place, obliterating everything that is, just going out for a massive genocide as you grow out to take over the entire planet because only your species and only your race was allowed to dominate the planet. And then you got into the space time, where you went out into space, and at that point, well, you already knew.
Well, you know.
But face it, No Man's Skies is still getting a lot of updates and is getting a lot of better for the people who like those kind of games. And the updates are free, which they kind of owed us because, you know, the game was a bit shit in the beginning. But you're still updating it free after all the shitstorm they went through for free.
You hear that, EA? Free game content and updates, not DLC shit and stuff like that. Oh, you dare you take his place, you greedy sons of...
One of the most hyped games before it even was out was Tom Clancy's The Division, a Ubisoft game. And as the game itself was not a very bad game, the game was just advertised as so much more. Again. That being said, it was a Ubisoft classic trick, and they made it worse by doing it that way. They showed us tech demos and stuff about the game that was so cool and so deeply involving that you just said, this game is gonna be awesome. Until it was released and we all bought it and we all started playing it. We realized too late, it was nothing like they promised.
Oh, Clancy, why couldn't you learn from games like The Order? Wait, it did. Yeah, walking simulator to it, but no gameplay.
We all know that walking excessively in a game is never okay. That's why we had fast travel for so long. Of course, that's not possible in every game because it can give for a dull experience, but it also gives a dull experience in shooting games. You get that walking simulator effect from that you get in PUBG, and overall that makes the game boring. And that's what you had in The Division. Not enough encounters, too much walking, but it had a grand idea. It was so much more possible in that game, but they just stuffed it up.
Like Ghost Recon Wildlands, or Wildstar, or EA ruining Command & Conquer, or EA ruining any game, you little sons of...
Multiplayer survival games are a big thing nowadays, and it all started way back when thanks to games like Arma and Arma mods on them, of course. But Ark is one of those games, and Ark was a game that started out with a very nice Kickstarter, extended to a very big far thing than they actually ever imagined to getting. And the game had so much ideas and so much potential, and when it got released, we got that wonky bad graphical look and bad feeling to it, and a shitty set of dinosaurs and a shitty game in overall. The game was just too much and too heavy.
Just imagine yourself in Jurassic Park 2 or number 3, if you're like mutilating yourself like that. Just imagine yourself being Malcolm, walking around in that shit and just knowing that nature will find a way.
But nature will always find a way, and the beautiful engine company, I mean Studio Wildcard, devised a way to survive. They added a DLC pack before they even got out of alpha. To be fair, they did go through a nightmarish development hell where the cash was stolen by the developer and that they were just in a sunken hellhole. But at least they delivered something that has gotten out of alpha and that it will be going on and on. A lot of people are loving it, a lot of people are still playing it, so at least they delivered, not like our next game. Number 1 is an early access game that is still in early access and stole so many money from us. Probably the developer booked a beautiful trip with it, or millions of houses, who knows? But we all know I'm talking about DayZ. A game that is about surviving on an island with zombies. Oh, and other people online who will brutally kill you and hunt you. To be honest, the game did have some great ideas and content, but the lack of completing it and just taking away our money is not a way to go. The game kept on growing, getting on a lot of players, but the game never developed any further. It just stayed the same, surviving and trying to get there. With the zombies, and the shooting, and the who knows.
But the game is not dead with the new developers, and they're developing a whole new engine around it as well. That's right, a whole new engine! Let's just hope they cut out the whole annoying eating noises.
The game was made on an Arma 2 engine, and it was the start and reason of the no pre-order boys meme and the no pre-order for me at that point. The game had so much people angry, and now it's still in development, but they did promise that they will finish it. We'll see DayZ back, I guess in 2030 or something when they finish it.
And there you have it, the list of games that stole my money, or just me venting my frustrations with the games. Let us know what game stole your money. Leave a comment down below, leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time!